Yo, what's up, everyone? We back in here. Divine Sense Boxing back in the building. What's good, everyone, man? Look, this is not going to be a long live stream. This is going to be a quick reaction video of the Jake Paul, Hasim Rahman Jr. press conference. So if you're in here, then you're in here. Welcome. I know there's a lot of channels going live right now. Even myself, before I went on live, I was like listening to Stormy for a little bit. I know Blue Blood was live or still going live. Friday night happens, but I got to get it in when I can get it in, man. So if you're here, you're here. Welcome. Make sure you hit that like button for those who come in later on. This will be my live reaction to this press conference, and I haven't seen it yet. I've seen a lot of things on social media be posted and be talked about. Certain things that were said. Some people saying that Hasim exposed Jake Paul. I saw people saying that Jake Paul has got Hasim worried. I've heard a lot of different shit, so I thought, you know what, man, let me go ahead and come on here and just give you guys my live reaction. You guys know that this is something that I like to do, so we'll get into it. Just some quick thoughts before I get into the reaction itself. I'm not particularly too thrilled about any Jake Paul fight, to be quite honest with you. And one of the main reasons is because I just don't know how real it is. You know what I mean? Like, I have my speculation. I feel like Jake is very corny, extremely corny. He fucking irritates me quite a lot. Logan Paul is a little bit more tolerable. He's a bit more humble, a bit more chill. But Jake is just, I don't know, man. He just reminds me of the white kid down the street that just fucking annoys everybody. You just want to punch him in the face. That's just me, right? Now, in regards to what he's been able to do thus far, knocking out MMA fighters and basketball players, I mean, I'm going to give any man their just due if they go into a ring with a pair of boxing gloves and knock somebody out. Like, I'm not that foolish or arrogant. But at the same time, this is the first time where he's actually going to be fighting a professional boxer who happens to be the son of a very good heavyweight in Hasim Rahman. So it's going to be interesting, but again, I just don't know how to feel about it. We're going to get into the press conference. There'll probably be some details being said by Rahman Jr. that we'll talk a little bit about this fight on rather how real it is or not. I'm going to have to see his body language and how he presents it, because I'm always, skeptical about a Jake Paul fight, man. So let me get into it. As you guys come in, man, make sure you get the like buttons all the way up. This is not going to be a long live. So if you're here, you're here. I'm going to get into the reaction, and then I'll post it, and that'll be that. And y'all can come back and rewind the tape. But I did want to go live for it because, quite frankly, I don't have time to record and edit and do all that shit. So I'm just going to go live and post it. So just give me a moment to pull up the video. Click the wrong goddamn button. Hope you guys are having a good Friday night thus far. Weekend is upon us. And we've got a fight coming up, man. We got Ryan Garcia and for Twitter coming up. I'm going to try my best to go live for that fight. I'm going to try my best. I got a lot of shit to do. It's Sunday morning for me, these fights that happen Saturday night for you guys, your time. So I don't know, I might get caught up in some shit, but I'm going to try my best to come on here live because I know it's something that a vast majority of my subscribers love to tune in, is my live commentary of fights. It's what I'm known for the most part. So I'll try to get it in, man. I'll try to get it in. But if I don't, I will definitely give you all my post-fight thoughts. I definitely will do that. But let's go ahead and get into this live reaction here. All right. So just give me a second. All right. So what I'm going to do is turn down this background music real quick so y'all can hear what's being said. Like I said, I have not seen this yet. So this is a live, genuine reaction. I've heard things being said about the press conference, so I guess I kind of have an idea, but I haven't seen it live yet. So y'all are going to be experiencing it in real time. First, before I do that, I'll give a shout out to my man Mangus Allen, first one in the building as normal. My man Mangus Allen and Omega Red are pretty much the same two dudes that come in here right off the top. So I want to give a special shout out to those two gentlemen. What's up, Don? Marcus Walls, I see you. Andrew Charles, what's good, bro? All right, let's get into this. Because like I said, I don't plan to make this a long live. I got shit to do. And let's see what these two men have to say. Let's see, man. Let's see if Hasim is actually going to stand up to him and remind him that, you're actually fighting a professional boxer now. Let's see. Let's see what happens. All right, let's get into it.
I'm here to end this facade that he's calling a career.
Sparring isn't fighting because, you're probably a little bit nervous about what happened. But obviously,
what happened? What happened?
Obviously,
what happened?
It's different.
Nothing.
Under the lights,
you be bringing up the sparring. You the one posted the sparring.
Don't
turn your back and run like you did when we sparred. Don't do that. And I will be using both hands. Trust me. And I will be using both hands.
You'll see. I got something for you.
I only use one hand when I sparred him.
Oh, man,
I only use one hand. He can't even spar nobody with one hand.
I would just love to put out this
He can't even spar nobody with one hand. He's not even at that level. I boxed this man with one hand behind my back, and I boxed this man with one hand, and I promise you, he turned his back. He turned his back and ran from me. That's what's going on in his whole camp. That's all they do. Look, Rock. Don't do this. Don't switch southpaw. Don't sit here and say you don't, because when I spar you, you do the same thing. It's always a handicap, and that's what I was trying to tell him. It's a handicap in here. Don't get too, you know what I'm saying, too confident. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. I've been trying to help him since I came here, but he thinks he's, I don't know what he thinks is going on, but he definitely bugging up the wrong tree.
Wow. So right off the top, see, it's always annoying sometimes when fighters that are about to fight, and if they've sparred before, it always comes up. It always comes up, man, about sparring that they did and who got the better of who. And remember when we sparred and I, did this and that to you. It's a bit annoying because maybe I'm of the old school mindset. Sparring is sparring. What happens in a gym stays in a gym, right? It's work. It's practice. It's like it doesn't matter what sport it is. If I'm a track star, I'm a basketball player, whatever it is, I don't want people out there telling my fucking business on how I'm practicing, right? It's just lame. It's just lame and corny, right? If I'm in a basketball gym and I'm going to take 30 threes and see how many I can make of 30, and I only end up making 10 because maybe I'm practicing a different stroke. Maybe I'm practicing a different step back. Maybe I'm working on things, and then you over here recording my shit and post it online talking about, oh, look, this guy can't shoot. Like, it's just corny. Like, if you want to film me in a game. Like, how do I perform in an actual game? I just feel like sparring is no different. Sparring is practice. Sparring is an opportunity to go through emotions and work on shit. And so now I'm finding out that according to Hasim Jr., or Rahman Jr., rather, he's saying that Jake Paul posted, certain parts of the sparring to try and expose Rahman Jr. or whatever, which is lame. If that's true, that's lame. And Rahman Jr. is saying, well, you're not telling the whole story. You asked me not to go southpaw. You asked me to only use one hand. You handicapped me, and then you ran from me and whatever. Now, obviously, we don't know. It's two men's words against one another. We don't really know what happened for sure unless you were there. But it does, in my opinion, it does shine some light on Jake Paul, man, because he's been on this type of shit before, or he brings up sparring, or he brings up shit that it's a lot of hearsay. Jake Paul is the king of hearsay. I heard this. I seen this. Bringing up Instagram posts and shit like that. So usually where there's smoke, there's fire. So I find it interesting that Hasim Rahman Jr. just came out and was like, yo, don't bullshit the people, man. You didn't let me spar the way that we should have sparred. You handicapped me, and et cetera, et cetera. Now, he may be stretching the truth as far as running and all that shit. I don't know. But that's interesting in my opinion. And it irritates me when fighters bring up sparring, man. That I just want to say that across the board, not just Jake Paul, but across the board. Anytime they bring it up, it's just like, it's common knowledge. It's common knowledge. It's happened many times before where fighter got quote unquote the best of one fighter, and then they go in there in a fight, and that fighter who got the best of them in sparring ends up getting knocked out. A fight is a fight, period. You got smaller gloves, you got adrenaline, you're more focused, you're not so worried about trying to work on certain things. You're only going to do what you do well, and you're going to do it with intent. So it's just annoying. What's up, Freddie? What's up, Loud Boy? All right, let's keep it moving.
I couldn't turn southpaw when we sparred. Why your corner and your trainers and you were so adamant about
you turned southpaw in that too.
Not.
We had the footage.
I did not. Go show it. Show me something. Show me turning southpaw. Show me turning southpaw,
footage.
please.
We have the footage, but I'm gonna let.
Please, when
I'm,
you
I'm
do
gonna
show
let
the
fans,
footage, when you show the
I'm gonna let
footage,
the fans
when
see
you
August
show the
6th.
footage,
I'm gonna let
post
the
the
fans
footage
see
of
the
you
footage for the
turning
first time
around.
August 6th.
Show the footage of you turning around. As soon as you get the back,
You got your ass beat, and you know it.
How? You ain't here jumping on top of turnbuckles. Who? There's no winner or losing in sparring. There's no.
That's true. I agree. There is no winning and losing in sparring. It is practice. And if you're trying to build your case on a sparring session, rather you handicapped him or not, if you did, that's sad. I mean, you know what I mean? But even then, it doesn't matter. There's no winning or losing in sparring, period. And it's lame to bring it up.
No winner or losing in sparring. So what are you talking about? I was there to work with you, to actually help you get confidence to go against a guy that was 5'5" with no fights. So what are you talking about? And I still was handicapped, boxing you with one hand. Go watch the tape.
Then why,
I didn't even use my right hand.
Then why were you
I
so
didn't even use my right hand.
Then why were you
when
so
I
mad
backed
after?
you in the corner.
Then why were you so mad after?
When I backed you in the corner.
Why were you so mad
Why
after
you
that?
turn around and run? Why
were
you
you
turn
so
around
mad
and run?
after?
Who runs in a boxing ring? You
Why
ran
were
like
you
we was
so
in the
mad
track.
after?
He's a runner. He's a track star. What's going on?
He's a runner. He's a track star. God damn. Yo. Yo. Oh shit, that shit was funny. I find it kind of ironic that Jake Paul has not once denied the fact that he did run. Only thing he kept saying was, "Oh, we got the footage. We got the footage." Well, I mean, if you could, I mean, you've already put out certain parts of the footage. You might as well put it all out there so we can see what really fucking happened. But he ain't gonna do that. In my opinion, I don't think he's gonna do that. But for what it's worth, Hasim Rahman Jr. He's going in on him. You know what I mean? And that's good. That's good. I at the very least, have somebody stand up to him.
Oh, why are you running in a boxing? Do you know how to box? Have you learned that yet? You learned that you can't run yet?
You're gonna see.
Have you learned that? Have you learned that much yet? That you can't be running in the ring? You learned that yet? It only been 18 months.
And you will win.
Don't forget you got to stack that.
And that's what I'm proving.
You try to bring me down to cruiserweight, and then put a rehydration clause in the contract. Don't forget about none of that.
You already
don't forget none of that. Is take it or leave it.
Why you already making?
Don't forget that's take it or leave it. That was take it or leave it.
Why you already making excuses?
I'm not making no excuses. I'm telling the truth.
Like you're making
because you leaving it out. Because you leaving it out. Let the people know. Let the people know.
Excuses.
You always talk about oh he's bigger than me. Oh he's bigger than me. Oh he's a heavyweight and all this and all that.
Let me give my opinion on that real quick. And I apologize for stopping it because maybe some of you guys are watching this for the first time as well. But I want to get this in because I don't want to make this a long live stream. Look, I don't think it's an excuse, in my opinion. If Hasim Rahman Jr. is bringing it to the table and saying, like, look, man, I'm a heavyweight. And now you're asking me to come in at 200 pounds. And then there's a rehydration clause where I can't go above a certain amount. That's something that if I was in his position, I would bring up too. It's not an excuse, it's facts. That's what I would have said if I was Hasim. I would have been like, it's not an excuse, it's fucking facts. I'm a heavyweight and you're bringing me down to cruiserweight. So, if you're going to promote the fight, promote it properly. And of course, Jake's going to twist it and be like, oh, you're making excuses, da-da-da-da-da. But let's also remember this too. This is a last-minute fight. He was supposed to fight Tommy Fury, right? That fight fell through. I don't remember what that fight was supposed to be at. Maybe it was supposed to be at cruiserweight. And so Jake Paul didn't want to alleviate from that weight. So he got Hasim, and he had Hasim, basically agree to a fight that he had already prepared to fight in. Look, Jake Paul's got the upper hand, obviously. He's got the upper hand. He can make these, rehydration clauses, make the contracts. And, that's something that Hasim agreed to, and respect to Hasim for stepping up to the plate and being like, yeah. And I think it's a matter of, I think Hasim Rahman Jr. really believes in his mind that it doesn't matter, 200 or rather it's cruiserweight or heavyweight. I'm a real fighter. I'm a real boxer. And I'm going to knock this dude out. But I don't think it's an excuse. I mean, there's weight classes in boxing for a reason. I've been around long enough. I've, have been in, amateur fights where you're supposed to fight at a certain weight and the dude shows up a lot heavier than you and a lot bigger than you. And you're like, what the fuck? and then they don't uphold the contracts. They don't uphold the rehydration clauses. Like 5 pounds, 10 pounds makes a huge difference in boxing. You know what I mean? And I think it's relevant to bring up as a fighter, and that's just my opinion. But I just wanted to speak on that, and I think he has every right to bring that up if it's indeed true, and I think it is. Look at Jake Paul's face. Look at his face right here. I think it's 1,000% true. And Jake Paul didn't deny it. That Hasim is a heavyweight. He's pulling him down to cruiserweight, and there's a rehydration clause as well. That's fact. Jake didn't deny it. He just said, oh, you're trying to make excuses. So, whatever. But I think, in my opinion, if I was in Hasim's position, I would have done the same thing.
That's cut because we come in the cruiserweight. Thank you. Thank you. But you keep calling me a heavyweight.
Sit the fuck down.
But you keep calling me a heavyweight.
Recording me like a fan.
Why you keep
recording
calling
me like
me a
a
heavyweight?
fan?
Why you keep calling me a heavyweight? Talking about how I'm a heavyweight if you're not fighting me a heavyweight. If
What
you
weight?
was really that, you would have
What
fought
weight
me a
class?
heavyweight.
What weight
If you
class?
was really that, you would have fought me a heavyweight.
You sound so stupid.
If you was really that, you would have fought me a heavyweight. It wouldn't have been no, oh, let's bring him down. You seen I just weighed 224 in April. It wouldn't have been no, oh, bring him down to 200 and make sure he can't go up over 210. Come on, man. Stop playing with me.
Exactly.
You put a 10-pound rehydration
That's fair to bring
clause
up.
in
That's
the
fair.
contract. Stop playing.
The last fight
Jake, you
ever
scam
take.
people, bro.
The
What are you
last fight
talking
you
about?
ever take,
If
bro.
I was scamming people, I
You
wouldn't
sound
be
so
broke.
stupid.
If I was scamming people, I wouldn't be broke.
Begging me for more money.
What are you talking about? I didn't ask you for nothing.
Begging me
I
for
didn't
more
ask
money.
you for nothing. I didn't
King
ask you
of
for more
Kings,
money.
what's
I
up?
never asked
Demon,
for
what's
more
up?
money. So what are you talking about? I never asked for more money. I took the lowest amount at the highest level. I'm the highest level opponent you face.
Get the
but
lights
I'm getting
all the way
the
up,
lowest
man.
amount out of anybody you
no
ever
one
fought.
knows who the fuck you
Why you
Instagram
buy my
followers.
followers? Why you buy me followers then?
You have 5,000
So you can
Instagram
seem
followers
credible?
2
Why
days
you
ago.
buy-
This is cringe. Anytime Jake starts bringing up social media and how many followers you got, it's cringe. I fucking can't stand it. I can't stand it. This is a fight. This is a professional fight that's about to happen. Who gives a fuck how many Instagram followers you have? It's just cringe and immature as fuck. It's one of the reasons why I don't like him.
Why you buy?
My
Why you
mom
buy
has
me
more followers
then?
than you, bro.
Boxing
No
don't
one
have
knows who
nothing to
you
do
were.
with followers.
You're not worth shit.
Boxing don't
This
have
will be
nothing
the
to do
last
with
time
followers.
anyone ever hears of you.
got more followers?
Boxing don't have nothing to do with followers.
All right.
Right. So that's my reaction, guys. If y'all saw it, then you saw it. I didn't plan on making this a long live stream. I wanted to come in here, give my reaction, and then keep it moving. So y'all can go back and watch my reaction. Look, I just think at the end of the day, man, I don't know who's going to win this fight. I haven't put too much thought into it. I think I've seen Hasim Rahman Jr. fight like maybe twice. He's got some skill. You know what I'm saying? He's got some skill. I see shades of his dad in him, but he also makes a lot of mistakes. So anything can happen. Jake Paul is how can I put this? He's pretty good for the experience, for the amount of experience that he has. I give him that. I'm not going to come up in here and be like, he ain't shit. He doesn't have any ability, because I'd just be hating at that point. Now, as far as him as a person, he annoys the living shit out of me. He's cringe. He's corny. He's fucking annoying. And he's this type of dude that if he's around me in my vicinity, I'd just be like, yo, shut the fuck up before I punch you in the face. Like, I just can't be around people like that. Just arrogant. Now, his brother Logan Paul is a bit more chill. That's the type of dude that maybe I can I can tolerate. But Jake's just annoying as fuck. But this is the fight game, and he does have some natural athletic ability. He's got some pop. He can crack. You can tell that he's put work in the gym. He's trying to learn the craft. So I'll give him that respect. And now he's finally fighting a professional fighter. So you have to recognize that as well. Look, like I said, I don't know who's going to win this fight. I don't really care, to be honest with you. If Jake Paul wins, it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? It's not like Hasim Rahman is, I don't want to discredit him, but I mean, the dude I think he's just coming off a loss, if I'm not mistaken. He's not the biggest threat that's out there as far as a professional boxer is concerned, but Jake Paul's not going to fight a guy who's 15-0, 16-0, a cruiserweight or a heavyweight that is 16-0 with 15 KOs. It's just not going to happen. Not right now. So this is what we get. Now, does Hasim Rahman Jr. have a chance? Absolutely, he has a chance. Absolutely. If he prepares properly, if he takes it serious, if they have a good game plan, in my opinion, you don't even have to go in there and be slick and try to like outshine him by boxing. You can simply just put your hands up, walk him down. You're the bigger man at the end of the day. Hasim is a fucking heavyweight. You're a naturally bigger man. It doesn't matter. Even if you come in at 209, 210, it doesn't matter. You're big. You're bigger than Jake. Walk down, catch his shots and shoot every single time. Southpaw position, right? Line up your left hand, rip to the body. Your whole game plan should be body, body, body. Catch his shots, go to the body. Catch his shot, left hook to the body. Catch his shot, right hook, right uppercut to the body. You know, all fucking night for like 3-4 rounds straight. And if you do that, and you can take Jake's big shots, because you know Jake is going to load up at some point. He's going to throw a couple of haymakers in there. He's going to load up with a big right hand, try to catch you. If you can take his shots and you continue to go to the body, I guarantee you by round 6, round 7, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Jake Paul doesn't have the experience under the spotlights in professional boxing to take that type of body punishment going into a 6th, 7th round. I don't care what type of shape he's in. He just doesn't have that experience to be able to hold that type of magnitude. That's a high magnitude of a situation for him, right? And if Hasim goes in there and tries to headhunt, like fucking, what's his name? The last dude that he fought, the MMA fighter, slipped my head. I got a brain fart, but go in there and just like try to swing for the fences. Yeah, Jake Paul, he's athletic enough to move out of the way, and and you can get caught with some shit. You can't come in overconfident. You can't come in there being like, oh, he ain't shit. He's never fought a professional fighter like me, and come in there not prepared, because you'll end up on the canvas just like all these other dudes that underestimated Jake Paul. You can't underestimate him. You basically got to say, I don't know what this dude is capable. You have sparred before, so you probably felt some type of power that he has. You probably have an idea. So in my mind, do something that Jake Paul won't expect. Hands up, walk him down, rip to the body, non-fucking stop. Non-stop. And then later rounds, you can get him out of there. And whatever. For Hasim, it's, if he wins, he's supposed to win. And we say, yeah, that's what, I mean, you're finally putting boxing on your back to represent, like, yo, there's levels to this shit. We give you your credit. We can finally keep it fucking moving. And Jake Paul can go back to fighting celebrities, and we can keep it moving. Tyron Woodley. Thank you. So that's my opinion about it. I mean, I'm not going to put too much time and energy into a fight prediction and break it down scientifically, because quite frankly, I mean, it's not worth my energy. There's a lot bigger, more legitimate fights out there. Speaking of which, I heard that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is going to be in November. So that's much more worthy of my time and energy. But I came on here live, gave you guys my reaction for what it's worth. They're fighting on August 6th, I believe. So just right around the corner. I might go live during it. I might go live. It might be some entertainment value to it. I don't expect a massive audience, but for the entertainment value for some people that want to see what happens, I might go live just for some kicks and giggles. If you guys are just joining, I'm going to try to go live for the Ryan Garcia and Fontoura fight. I might be busy. I might come in a little bit late. It's going to be a tight schedule for me. But if I can't make it live and give live commentary, I'll definitely give you guys my post-fight thoughts. But look, man, I appreciate everybody dropping in. I don't want to make it this extremely long live stream, because I know a lot of people are engaged in other lives right now. A lot of people are live on this Friday night. So I'm going to give an opportunity for people to come in and watch this video later. So for those of you who did come in, I appreciate you guys taking the time. Make sure you hit that like button before you go out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Y'all stay up, stay strong, stay positive. It's your boy Divine. I'm out.